Hi, Jeff Tucholsky, back again to talk a little bit more about the equipping sessions that we held in the months of July and August. So today I wanted to emphasize something from the equipping sessions that I think did not get enough time and attention. So first though, let's review the main parts of segment 1 of the equipping sessions. Basically, our first activity in the first segment was to brainstorm the obstacles we face to doing a better job at witnessing, sharing our testimony, and inviting others to join us in our church or our faith. We brainstormed those obstacles and we kept them in mind as we worked through the sessions. And I'll focus more on part of this part a little bit later. Then we brainstormed what it would look like if we did truly fulfill the purposes of our church. And I talked last time about how perfectly these parts of our purpose line up to the Great Commission and the Greatest Commandment. We built these brainstorm ideas into a visual model using the main components of our purpose statement and how it can all work together to help lead others to Christ and keep them in the kingdom. And this is what that model looks like. And you can see some of the ideas that came from that brainstorming session. We need to be bolder. We need to plan better. We have to practice. We need to study. We need to pray, and we need to pray in public. We should do random acts of kindness. That's what RAC stands for. And we should build relationships with other people in order for them to become comfortable with us and with our church. So we fleshed out these ideas, and then we had the opportunity to create an individual action plan for each of us to do a better job at fulfilling the purposes of our church and the Great Commission and the Greatest Commandment. Again, these workbooks are all available. If you don't have one, or if you need components of that, just let me know and I'm glad to help. But what I want to focus on today is one specific type of obstacle we face in doing a better job at our witness or our invitation. At the equipping sessions, I drew a picture that looked like this, showing a barrier that keeps us from achieving a goal. And in this case, the goal would be a visitor to our church. But I didn't get much into the explanation, and I think it's important. What I did not explain sufficiently is rather than some external barrier, much of the time the barriers we face are called us. That's you and that's me. Typically, the first barrier to overcome is self-imposed, and it causes us to be self-limiting. So why do we stop ourselves? Well, our experience, we've tried and failed, or we had a bad reaction at some point, or it just seems overwhelming. It's too big. It takes too much time. I could never do that. Or just we lack confidence for some other reason. Bottom line, in most cases, fear is really at the core of this. So what does the Bible say over and over about fear? Fear is mentioned over 500 times in the Bible in various forms, mostly saying, in so many words, not to fear. The phrase fear not is repeated over 350 times. And we're all familiar with some of the more famous Bible passages, Psalm 23. I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Luke 2:10. And the angel said, do not be afraid. I bring you good news. And Paul tells us in Philippians 4:6 and 7, be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let our requests be known to God. The reality and the truth is, in most of our fear is unfounded. The negative things we dread just do not happen. How often are you anxious about something that's upcoming, and then when it's all over, you say, well, that wasn't too bad. And another related reason is that we inflict ourselves with negative self-talk. I can't. They won't. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not strong enough. And you may not say these words specifically in your head, but you're thinking them. And these words reinforce even further the fear that we feel. I think we should listen to the Lauren Daigle song a little bit more. That you say, I am strong when I think I am weak, and I believe. So what can we do? Well, like the song says, we do need first to believe. And like Paul says, stay in prayer. Take our self-talk, our negative self-talk, and talk with God about it. Ask for positive self-talk to replace the negatives. Kind of a spiritual pep talk, if you will. In the equipment sessions, I wrote this affirmation that we could say to ourselves every day. I am a bold, witnessing Christian. I would add to it this way. With your help, that's God's help, I am a bold, witnessing Christian. This doesn't solve it all, but it will direct us toward the right frame of mind with positive thinking. A good way to help this positive thinking and overcoming fear is to be prepared and to practice. That's segment 2, and I'll talk about that next time. So until then, keep working on your action plan and fear not, for he is with you. Thanks and God bless.